So what's going on in America? You can tell me better, but from what I understand, this is like now is like the inauguration of the Halloween season. Okay, so whereas the whole idea, of Parashat Bereshit, of the first Torah portion of Genesis, is bringing us back to Hashem. The whole idea of all of these images from space and all of science, like pointing back to Creator. I don't know. There's only so many shopping days left now to Halloween. And so I received a couple of emails this week from sincere, God-fearing Noahides, from non-Jews who love Hashem, love the God of Israel. And they asked me, is one allowed to celebrate Halloween? Right? It's a famous question that people have. Is one allowed to celebrate Halloween? So first of all, it's interesting how when the whole thing that I'm trying to say, everything that we're trying to say about Genesis is that it brings us to this tremendous awe and love and this tremendous feeling of being overwhelmed by the presence of the Creator, whereas the whole Halloween thing is this obsession with, you mentioned Edgar Allan Poe, obsession with spirits, with the macabre. It's kind of like the other side light, L-I-T-E, because it is like some sort of obsession with darkness. So, of course, anybody could know what I'm about to say because it takes about 3 seconds to look it up. No, there's no secrets. Halloween is a secular holiday today, let's say, but it certainly was not. Its origins are not in candy and trick-or-treats, candy corn, an old favorite of mine, if you can find it kosher. But it is rooted in the annual Celtic pagan festival called Samhain that was appropriated. This is interesting. This is the expression that we find in neutral sources like Wikipedia. It was appropriated by the early Catholic Church some 1,200 years ago. It bloomed from the dark nights of the ancient Celtic festival of Samhain, which means summer's end, when people would light bonfires and wear costumes to ward off roaming ghosts, but it was a time that would usher in the dark half of the year, and thus it is considered Halloween to be one of the oldest holidays in the world. And the Celts apparently believe that on the night before, the boundary between the worlds of the living and the dead become blurred. Why is this something that I find noteworthy when we are concentrating on revealing the unity of the Creator in all of creation? That's what Bereshit is all about, this parsha, and that's what science is really leading us to, is because this stuff is all pointed towards division, towards like doubt in the goodness of God, towards a struggle over control, as opposed to Isaiah, a very important verse, Isaiah 45, verses 5 through 7 begin, I am Hashem, and there is no other. Besides me there is no God. I will strengthen you, although you have not known me. And then, in order that they know from the shining of the sun and from the west that there is no one besides me, I am Hashem and there is no other. And then this important verse, Isaiah 45:7, who forms light and creates darkness, who makes peace and creates evil. I am Hashem who makes all these. There's no struggle here between God and this malignant force of the devil. The only real struggle, open up your heart in the very deepest way, the only struggle is within man. And that's the secret of Bereshit. That's what it's all about. Like God said to Cain, what's your problem? You know, if you're good, good. But if not, sin crouches at the door, right? And so it's all up to us. But this is really interesting because this obsession with darkness, with the macabre, with spirits, with some sort of dark power. It does something for people. People get off on it somehow. It satisfies some pagan urge for disunity. But again, I'm only saying all of this in terms of the question that I received, should we be celebrating Halloween or not? I mean, I don't know, if you want candy and you trust your neighbors to give your kids candy, I mean, that's one thing. But I mean, this other business is very dark. It's very dark, and it's very, very strange that people somehow resonate with all of that.